on the subway.
Only be part of the 12 tribes, my nigga. That's it.
And why Puerto Ricans try to say they're part of the 12 tribes, but your roots go back to Spain? No, they're not. They're from Spain, Portugal, and Rome, my nigga. They the reason why the Mexicans speak Spanish. What are you talking about? They conquistadors. The slave revolution started in Puerto Rico, and there's no blacks there. What are you talking about? That's how they use to try to get close.
Oh boy. Just an FYI to everybody who sees this, I'm so sorry. But have fun. I am.
So what did I say that's not true? The language that they speak is modern day Latin, my nigga.
Puerto Rican people, they were called Taino Indians, you understand? When they got
no, how the fuck they get over here? How the fuck they get over here from Spain, Portugal, Rome, and Sicily? There you go again. How the fuck they get over here?
Nah, listen, nah. Let me drop some knowledge real quick. Listen to this. Listen, let me take care. Hey, nah, hold on, my homie. Let me take over control real quick. Listen to this. If I can even get a second, everybody. I'm sorry.
Modern day Latin, within Latin is ancient Roman language. They're from Rome, my nigga. Negro.
Puerto Rico, okay? That name didn't even exist.
Exactly. That was where they settled at when they was fleecing the gold from South America. Like the pirates settled in Jamaica.
That's why I named it Knowledge. Just so you guys know.
Spaniards
not one of the yo, the Puerto Rican nigga is a snake nigga. They're from Rome. That's why they get all the jobs because they look like them. They light skinned with pink lips, my nigga. They don't come from our continent. Listen, I'm gonna give you the only thing you need to rely on is the language that they speak is modern day Latin, my nigga. Where does Latin come from? Rome.
It came from ancient Greek.
Don't let them niggas, and when I told the Puerto Rican nigga that shit, he couldn't say nothing because he knows it's true.
Okay, hold on. You know, while we're at it, let me look that up. Listen. Hey, everybody shut the hell up for a second. Let me look that up just to make sure he's... Hey, Google. Where did Latin's language originally come from?
Rome. According to Wikipedia, the Latin alphabet is derived from the Etruscan and Greek alphabets and ultimately from the Phoenician alphabet. Latin was originally spoken in the area around Rome, known as Latium.
I knew the Bible without even reading that shit, nigga. You fucking with the wrong.
This dude is dropping knowledge out of the ass, y'all. So if you guys hear it,
Look how they look. They're light skinned with pink lips, nigga. They are descendants of Caesar, Nero, and they poison it, my nigga. Spain, Portugal.
This dude must have some pink lips, cause he's talking like one.
The reason why the Puerto Ricans were there because that was a port for them to fleet to go from South America. That's why they don't like Mexicans. That's why the dialect is a little different. They treat Mexicans like how white people treat black people. They don't like Mexicans at all. They don't like Mexicans at all. No clue. They treat it. The reason why the Mexicans speak Spanish is because of the Puerto Rican descendants. That's why they're native. They're like Aztec, Incas, and Mayans. They're not Mexican, bro. They're not Spanish. Spanish is a term for people who be from Spain. Fuck out of here, man. And what are Puerto Ricans? They're Spanish.
Oh boy.
Spanish from Spain. You saying Spanish, Spain? You get it?
Yeah, listen, y'all ain't gotta kick me out the block.
Fuck out of here, man. And they must be your friend. Them niggas not my friend.
You retarded, man.
Nah. Yeah, I've been around 41 years. I done read every fucking esoteric book there is, and they're all written by men. You know what I'm saying? All books are written by men.
This dude has went from 0 to 100 within 10 seconds. This is how in depth this dude is.
How they interpret the spirit world. So you gotta know how to interpret it yourself, my nigga. That's when you become like me. When you learn how to interpret it yourself, not through a book that another man wrote. You know what I'm saying? You basing your faith on what another man wrote, his interpretation of what it should be. And these books and these Bibles, these Qurans, these Kabbalahs are all written by men.
Yo, Ant, back your yo, bro, back your car up a few inches.
Put your faith in God and the universe that He created. Do I sound retarded?
Man. Yeah, you do, man. Yo,
How I
man.
sound retarded? What did I say that don't make sense?
My brother, yo, tell God.
What have I said that you can remember that don't make sense?
Why don't you go back to some of your drugs to your own people?
Yo, OZ, tell me this. Why are you starting crap between somebody that's clearly right when you're clearly wrong?
Who should you pray to? What God should you pray to?
No, it's your choice what God you should pray to.
It's your choice. Long as you know that there's a God, you can call him whatever the fuck you want to call him. Long as when you close your eyes and you feel that makes you know there's a God, that's what you're going to.
You can call him baby Jesus or baby Buddha or whatever you want to call him.
Other men call him, you know, with the Allah shit.
Yeah, excuse that real quick, everybody. I do gotta add him in my... Oh my goodness. Alright, give me a second. This stuff is just hectic right now. You see what I'm saying? There you go. You guys should be able to... There, here we go. We're back.
Around 4 or 5 fucking times. Niggas want to charge me for a baptism, charge me for a prayer. Huh?
Hey, my nigga, I'm gonna send you a friend, but...
Come on, bro.
This dude is good. This,
What kind of religion is that? How the fuck the biggest fucking Christian religion on the planet, the Catholic Church, be raping niggas? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck they raping niggas? Fuck out of here. But the more godly you are, the more the devil try to touch you. And then they get off and say, well, if there was a God, then why is all this shit happening? Why do people die?
because it's the way God wants it to happen.
If there was a God. You know why?
God, no, listen, hold on.
Man is in his image.
No, listen, okay, no. Okay, can you hold your peace for a second? No, hold on. Shh, hold on. Listen for a second. No, to be perfectly honest, you're right about that. But at the same time, I may not be a full-on Christian man, but God wrote life the way he wanted it. He wrote the mistakes and way he wanted things to happen in his way and his eyes.
That's not it. Let me tell you, then you get your opinion.
And he gave us the free right to do what we want.
In his image, and he told the angels of heaven, bow unto his creation. Right? Some of them did, but the devil and his crew was like, nah, man, fuck that.
No, listen. No, because the devil loved God more than he did.
God kicked the nigga out.
No, oh my God. No, God didn't kick.
I can make them worship me, worship materials, and forsake you. So God,
my mom would be so proud of me if she heard this. No. Okay, no. The problem was Lucifer. No, listen.
Walking behind somebody and they drop their wallet. A part of you is gonna say, "Ooh, I could pick this up, go buy me some weed." Another party will say, "Man, get that shit back. It might be his rent money." And then you choose.
No, okay, Lucifer, to get back on your stop, Lucifer loved God way too much to love the rest of the humans like the other angels did. That's why God himself had Michael cast Lucifer to hell. That's not Lucifer's problem. That's not God's problem. It's just Lucifer loved God more than what he had. And you can't disagree on me on that, because if you read the Bible, you know that.
Appreciate the fact that God created man in his image. So basically, we are a reflection.
That's not, and I understand. No, he was also mad. Never mind. He took the words right out of my mouth.
Lust, temptation, the 7 deadly sins. I could prove to you why humans are not worthy of this. This is why it says that after 1,000 years we're gonna lock you up, bring heaven down, and we're gonna let them see how this.
Tell me this. Tell me.
You're out, and then we're gonna let them choose what they want. This is the whole revelation. Like, come on, bro. This is the whole argument.
Then tell me this. Then what is the problem?
See, I got faith in my creation, my nigga. I know they're gonna do the right thing, so we're gonna let them choose. I'm not gonna just make everything perfect for them, so they have no reflection of how shit could be without God.
No, because okay, keep in mind when apocalypse finally does happen, why do you think that is? It's because of, as people say, people being treated unfairly. Okay, it's when, because in Lucifer.
To prove his point for 1,000 years.
Yeah, and keep in mind, the devil is gonna roast.
Reign for 1,000 years, and after that, he may be let out for a spell. That's what it says. This is just a test, so we can see the difference between right and wrong.
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind, this is eternity that you're talking about. The devil is going to keep getting angry, or may not. But you really think the devil and Michael's going to allow this shit to happen?
So the devil can't say shit. He's going to crush that argument. At any point in time, he can disappear their ass in a snap of the fucking finger, but he just want to prove that he's right. You know what I'm saying? That's why
He's just a pissed off angel. That's all he is. He's pissed off because daddy made the new child, the new baby came around. That's all that is.
That's why he's mad. That's why when you sell your soul to the devil, you let him above you, but you're made above him, so you don't have to accept none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Evil can't touch. Who God bless, no one can curse. Straight like that.
Yeah, but tell me, how can evil...
They can't fuck us.
Why we're here, why can evil still kill a holy man, like a father, or a pastor?
Holy man, them the ones that they want the most, the ones that worship and praise God and try to turn him so they can prove the example of how they're not worthy. That's why they do that. You know what I'm saying?
We need to start a podcast as soon as possible.
And that's the whole fact. That's
Bible talk with yours truly.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? And the demons, they so conniving, they get at you with sex, turning niggas gay. You know what I'm saying? All kind of fuckboy ass shit. Oh, I'll make you rich if you just outed me one time.
Okay, then tell me that. Tell me, okay, your point right here.
Another thing is, what demon can give you cash money? They ain't paying cash money. That's like, what you think you gonna do when you meet the devil? What you think? You a devil worshiper? You think he gonna be like, oh, give me a hug? No. He gonna chop your fucking head off.
Okay, tell me, then what's the okay, listen, right here. And hopefully my mother doesn't see this or hear me because she will get pissed off at me. Then what's the point of this? If you worship God, oh, holy grace, blah, 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 whatever. And what's the difference between doing to the devil? It's the same way. They both are in power of whatever way. You don't see Jesus going over here and doing all the smiting.
When you worship the devil, you do all the fucking nasty shit the most.
And then, yeah, and when you're worshiping God, oh, it's all holy and shit. There's no difference. It's just the devil himself trying to be God.
You start fucking a bitch, right? Like you start fucking at an early age. Sooner or later, it gets boring. You think you're wild enough. You think a bitch is wild to come. You get married and just discover the shit. Then it's like, woo, like it was when you first started doing the shit. That's why he said, don't fuck before you get married. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason. There's reasons behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like karma. You know what I'm saying? You going out doing dirty shit, eventually that shit gonna come back and get you. You know what I'm saying? So the shit is real, my nigga. Like, whatever you do in life with your own two hands, that's gonna reflect on your energy, on how you live. You know what I'm saying? So you putting out, you know, that shit still don't work because innocent people get killed all the time. So shit be fucked up. So deal with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stay ready. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga fuck with me, I'm gonna kill his ass. I'm not gonna be out there trying to fuck with niggas, rob niggas, take niggas' money out the pocket. I'm not gonna do all that because I know trouble is right around the corner. Okay? So I stay humble with mine, treat everybody with respect until they disrespect me, and then when they disrespect me, I put the wrath on their ass.
Yeah, but and what in your God-giving right gives you the right to smite somebody when it's not your right to actually smite somebody?
Well, long as you look, I can smite a nigga all I want to. If you go against the grain, you go against the word, whatever you did to me.
Okay, then you're contradicting yourself right there. Because if you're going to act against God and kill something of God's creation, that's the devil's work right there. You're just feeding into what the devil wants.
Not if the situation.
Okay, God just doesn't come down here and say, kill him. No, because that's bullshit. Because if
I'm not gonna stomp him out. I'm just gonna do enough to him to where I can just move away without no injury. But if you come at me shooting at me, then I'm gonna have to shoot at you.
No, you don't take somebody's life because you're in fear of your own.
Trying to stab me.
If someone's trying to take your life, yes, you do take their life.
No, that's not how that is. No, self-defense is another word to hide behind something.
If you kill somebody in cold blood, the family member has the right to take your life.
No,
And if you
that's not right.
Then you're supposed to live in exile away from the place where it happened. That's in the Bible.
No, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter if you're alive or dead. It doesn't matter if you're a human or a robot. It doesn't give you the right to kill something or anything in general.
I can feel what you're saying.
Because it doesn't matter if somebody came to.
They have a little thing for that. They have a little group for that.
It doesn't matter if you, like, if somebody comes to me and kills my daughters. It doesn't mean I need to go kill that person or its whole entire family. That's not right.
Birds, fish, insects.
Then yeah, if you want to get tactical, then yeah, myself, I have killed bugs before. Then yeah, then I'm a sinner like the rest of them. If I want to put myself into that, and so is everybody else in this chat. So is everybody else that's playing games, mainly everybody on this planet. It's what God wants. He writes the book. He writes it by hand. He knows what's going to happen. If he has a problem, something happens. Think of it.
No, this is free will time.
God, okay, who do you think gave us free will? It's getting hot as fuck up in here. I'm sweating fucking bullets.
Niggas ain't choosing to build a spaceship and conquer the universe. We're too busy trying to find ways to kill each other. This is what men do. God makes miracles. You know what I'm saying? God brings a nigga back from the dead after he was underwater for 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's what God do. Men kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Men make this society. Men make the laws that you have to abide by on the three lands. You know what I'm saying? That's what men do.
Yeah, but that still does not defeat the purpose of what I said earlier. Everybody, we're taught.
Built on kingdoms. The toughest man in the region is the king. And all his kingdoms are kings. But then he's living better than everybody else. So the poor people's like, man, fuck that. Ain't gonna just be serving you. And that's how nations fall. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to the Roman Empire, Egyptian, Ottoman, who the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? Mongolian. This is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get tired of that shit.
No, because the problem is, it doesn't matter. The human race is too involved of thirst of power. The dictatorship. Okay?
Well, that's the bloodlust of man. That's why we need females. Take some of that out of it.
And even then, it has problems with females the same way. What us men deal with, women deal with the same fucking problem. May not be in our way like men have in our way like women. They give birth. Us, well...
But if you look at the nature of the planet is savage in itself. You see it in the book, how animals kill other animals to survive. The same shit in men. You know what I'm saying? The whole planet itself is built on savagery. Only the strong survive. You know what I'm saying? Until we change our mind frame about that shit, the shit is never going to
We're not going to be able to, because it's the way God made us. It's the way God wrote it.
Then we have a common enemy.
No, the common enemy is not with each other, it's with ourselves. That's the problem. We're not happy with ourselves, so we have to make the changes. And then when we make the changes, that's why people hate us. If you come off as a dick or a prick, same thing, whatever. Somebody's gonna hate you and somebody's gonna love you.
People make their personalities off their surroundings. You know what I'm saying? That's why most people from the hood, they do and talk and dress a certain way. And most people from the suburbs do and talk because they base their personality off their surroundings. So if you grow up and the only thing you know is savagery, then you're gonna be fucking savage. You know what I'm saying? Programmable. Don't be programmed by the input of society. Be an individual. Create your own approach.
How many degrees you said you had again?
This dude said he had like 1,000. The last time I remember.
there's only 33. I got 31.
He got the black man's diploma.
I got the new one, my nigga.
Hey, bro, what do you do for a living? Like, why don't you use your knowledge, like, go around the world and talk to people?
Well, number one, because I'm black, motherfuckers don't want to listen to me. And number two, I'm human. I like marijuana.
He likes marijuana and pussy. What the fuck?
I mean, I do it. I be on Twitter with that shit, but, you know, like I said, I'm black. I don't have a college degree like some of these other motherfuckers, so I'm not acknowledged the same way.
Thank
Like,
you.
some of the shit I done came up with has been stolen from me. A lot of shit. So, I worked for the government for a little while. Okay? It's not worth it. It's not worth the effort. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth the effort. I'm just gonna put it out there, and sooner or later somebody realizes, like, this guy's absolutely right. You know what I'm saying?
But anywho, please turn back into your next Bible study chat. Goodbye. No, just fucking. Anywho.
That's the thing, like, back in the day, all motherfuckers used to do was stare at the stars all night long. Like, you go in the country, out of the sky looks mad different than how it was in the city.
Yeah, the city is lit up like a firecracker. Out in the country, the only light you have is what you're smoking on.
Back in those times, all motherfuckers had was the night sky. That's how they drew maps, made calendars, and basically built structures aligned with the shit. Why? Because it dared it so long to start talking to them. You know what I'm saying? That's why. And then boom, every chemical, like periodic table of elements, every chemical found in the
Hey, real quick, hey.
Individual forms throughout the universe.
Tell me something, Mr. Holy Man. Can you name 10 chemicals that are on the table?
If you say the letter, I can probably tell you what it is.
Oh shit. Damn, he's gonna make me work for this shit too. Fuck. It's been a while. Yeah, give me a sec. I have a college book somewhere. Give me a sec. Oh, I see it. Give me a second.
Y'all be talking about this shit for hours. No, I'm here today.
He said, how about no?
Go ahead. Do you ever feel
Oh, damn.
I'm sober?
That was your question. That was waste of like 10 years of breath right there.
No, that's a good ass question. This nigga been talking about this shit for hours.
Yeah, and you know some, I'm not trying to take his side on this, but you know some, shut the fuck up and listen. You may learn something.
I learned a lot.
Like, I don't even have to teach my kids this. I'll just have them sit here and listen to this shit all day. Like, damn, I thought his head was gonna explode, but you know something, I still listen. The Bible's done.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's about to explode, and then I just start talking faster.
Okay, real quick. Okay, Mr. Man, here we go. I got my book. You ready? I'm gonna name 10 random ones off, and you're gonna name it. Let's see if this dude can do it. Okay, you ready?
One at a time.
Yeah. You ready? Li.
That's lithium.
Okay, pretty good. Okay, let's do SR.
Sodium.
Yes, yeah, it's sodium. You're right. And everybody knows this one. It's easy. It's Ti. Yes. Okay. And then you have CO.
That oh wait. Copper.
No, copper is Cu.
But see, sodium is also Na. It's just two types.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. And everybody knows what N is, OF. I mean N. Wow. Okay, I fucked myself up. Everybody knows what N, O, HESPSEPR I mean SBTEPOATIEUUPLV. Oh, my head. This.
I think you just reading straight letters.
No, these are letters of every fucking. I'm looking at all fucking.
Uranium is UR, plutonium is PO.
Okay, what's LR? And it's number 103.
Yeah, but that's lately.
Yep.
Could be a form of radiation. Or I don't know.
What about? Okay, how far do you know? To be perfectly honest.
I know most of the old ones, but like there's a lot of new ones.
What about DS?
DS?
Yeah. Even my ass cannot pronounce this shit. Okay, what about W?
I don't know that one either. You know what?
Yeah.
What is W? I've never seen W on it. It's only like 16 prime or original.
There is.
Or like spin-off.
Alright, give me a.
Reading the spin-off. W is not on the original 16.
It is not. Not at all. Give me a second. Okay, W is. Tungsten.
Oh, tungsten.
Yeah.
Yeah, tungsten. That's a metallic.
That's number 74 from 218, 2878, 32, 12, and 2.
Yeah, tungsten.
And it's all linthonites. That's what they're, yeah, half of them are. And then you have IIA, that's BL, MG, CA, SR, and BA. Yeah. And then you got hydrogen, that is just IA. Yeah, that's just H itself. No, that's what category it falls under.
Yeah, hydrogen is the most volatile substance in there.
Because titanium falls under 4 IVB.
Those are metallics.
Yeah, and then you have ZN for zinc that falls under IIB, and that's 12.
Yeah, zinc is like a salt, like the sodium.
Yeah.
Zinc, and a couple other ones too. All the chloride shit, that's salty shit. Some of them salts they'll burn your ass. Like if you
You burn your ass.
Yo, if you drop a piece of Na in H2O, that shit will explode with no fire.
It like, to be perfectly honest, a lot of things like lead can burn you no matter what. But there's like, okay, if you mix lead, like, okay, let's say you have some, okay, let me get a little smarter here. Let's like dime myself up a little bit. If you take some water, so H2O, whatever, if you want to mix that, like if you put a bubble, that basically, like if you dip your finger into water and you dip it into a cup or a piece of metal of molten lead, you will not burn yourself. It's just like how you put a flare can be ignited underwater because it's not a flame.
Just like water and
Yes. Like you can put fires out with gasoline. And people can disagree with me, it just can spread.
and then dip it in molten lead. If you move it around too much,
The bubble will burst.
yeah, the bubble will come off of there.
Like people, my education is probably as close to yours as it can be. Maybe a little less, I'm not gonna lie, maybe even a little bit more. But in the smack in the middle of it, we're the same. Well, I wouldn't say we're the same guy, but we are the same creation. We learn how to do as what?
Smart. It's about understanding. It's not about being about what you understand.
Because
How we apply numbers to the physical world, that's math. But that might not be the way the Germans apply numbers to the physical world. That's why we have metric things. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Technically, our whole science could be flawed because our numbers may not be the correct impressions of the physical world. That's why we haven't got off this planet. But then again, the scientific method is basically a thought that's proven in reality.
Well,
so
anything
you think of, you can bring it into reality, or you wouldn't be able to prove it.
Well, to be tactical, to get tactical with this part, because nobody else in this lobby really gives two flying fucks anymore, because either one, they're dead, or they left.
Right.
As of right now, NASA themselves, and you can look this up, this isn't just my word, this is just not me just spitballing. In 2020 or 2022, they're going to have wow, can't speak now. They will have life as in human on Mars. Mars may not be the comfortable spot to sit on. Yeah, but you know we have already went off this planet, and to get tactical, 100%, I'm a spaceman. I love space. I love finding out about stuff. Like I love it because, like, keep in mind we have left this planet in our own way. Keep in mind, us humans, as in us humans, we have not. But through our technology and our children, as in machine, or as in actually humans or animals, we have went farther than any race that as we know of. Like, keep in mind.
I realized when I first discovered math,
is Earth flat? Yeah, the Earth is flat.
What we are. Like I was saying before you went to the periodic table of elements, you take every chemical substance in the human body and you found but numbers of randomization put together in a living biological.
You know, you got to keep in mind. No, you got to keep in mind. In this galaxy, this galaxy or this Milky Way, we leave this one. We may not find it in a whole nother one. We may find.
Different when you travel through space and how we're doing on Earth. That's number one. And number two, like I said, it's mathematically impossible for the universe not to create us again. Why?
No. That right there is.
Billions of stars. Listen, there's billions of stars in the Milky Way.
This dude got up and close to his mic.
Behind our comprehension in this galaxy, billions beyond our comprehension.
No, you can't.
Billions of galaxies beyond our comprehension in the universe.
You can. Okay, that's the problem there. You can't say nothing can be done.
One galaxy with trillions and trillions of stars, just only in the Milky Way, and there's trillions and trillions of Milky Way. How can we be the only smart?
We're not. That's no, because everything's possible. You can't say it's not possible. Everything is possible. Because no, answer me. No, hold on. Before you carry on to that part, answer me this.
For us to be the only sentient beings in the universe.
No, there's no way. There is no way, because there has to be a life form before us. God cannot be the one that created us all. There has to be another race ahead of us. We're just the ones that came. We're the second or fourth or even 10th generation.
And look.
Evolution, whatever.
Of the universe to where I can manipulate it and create shit how I want.
That would be badass as fuck, by the way.
Motherfuckers would consider me God.
No, they will either think of you as God or insane motherfucker.
Or a type of God. You know, so that's another thing I'll be punching the devil in the face with. If you're so better than God, you're so much God, can you create? No, you cannot. So therefore, you cannot be God. You cannot be over him, you cannot be better than him, you can't do none of that shit you say you are. Because you cannot create.
No, cause no.
The place where he put you, you didn't create your own place, and you can't come out of there, nigga.
Answer this for me. If you create, like, listen, NASA, you can create life. Does that make you God for creating it? Does it make you the devil for destroying it?
But look, we are made in God's image. That's why we have imagination. That's why we have intuition.
Yeah, but that's still.
Look, the scientific method is what makes a human kind of godly, because anything we think of, like the plastic, the metals, the fibers in your couch, all that shit around you was once a thought in somebody's head before they brought it into reality. This is the scientific method. This is how you prove science. I'm saying you think about it and then you try to bring it, the thoughts out of your mind into the physical world. This is the foundation of science. This is why we have all the things that we have, because it was somebody's thought before they brought it into the physical world. So wherefore, anything you think of, you can create because you thought of it. You just have to figure out how to bring it into the physical world.
Okay, then tell me, what's the difference between? Oh, and I know everybody who sees this, and who everybody, and just yes, I am. Just listen. You may disagree with me, and everybody else may disagree with me. What? Who says I'm not God when I create something? Who says I'm not God when I have kids? When I have kids, wow, my education just went down.
That's the whole bridge between science and religion. That's the part that man hasn't finished yet. I'm saying, because the science is like, well, the Bible can't be true because we can carbon date some shit, and we know for a fact because we looked at the colors of the sky, and we know this is infrared, and we know this and that. Possible what's said in the Bible because we're science and we're going to go on and prove facts and this, that, and the third. Okay, well, motherfucker, you create shit. When you put a satellite up there, you created that. You see what I'm saying? The devil can't do that. The devil can just lie and try to trick you and whisper in your ear and all of those bullshit. You can create through the scientific method. This is why I have deodorant. This is why I have a TV.
This is why I have deodorant.
This is why I have a light bulb. You know
okay, then tell me. Okay. Okay,
I can create.
Everybody throws up. Keep in mind, let me say this real quick, because I know you're gonna throw in thousands and thousands of points. But let me be the speaker for a second, for a good 10 minutes. Tell me, for the first point I want to throw out there. God and people. Well, I wouldn't say God himself or Jesus himself. Let's just keep him and the angels out of this, the devil including.
Yeah, that's all a man's interpretation.
Let's keep it as in man itself. We argue constantly what comes first. Well, the universe is what counts as a human part. Let's keep that in this. What, like, people throw this this topic in the air.
Splitting the atom, yes.
And they say what comes first. Either the atom, of course. The atom makes about a good percentage of almost everything. But tell me, like, yes. Shit's about to get smart. People, their minds are fucking, Bill is about to pop out of her asses. What would come first, the chicken or the egg? That's one of the comments that are always brought up. And everybody's always constantly going after it. What comes first? You know some? We can't just automatic...
Something out of nothing, there has to be something before something to create something. There can't be nothing before something. There has to be a before.
Like
before the universe is what you're saying.
Like people say, oh, there was a Big Bang that created the universe. Keep in mind, what was that Big Bang?
The Big Bang.
What created the Big Bang? What was here before the Big Bang?
Exactly. That's supposed to be God. The Big Bang, before the Big Bang, was everything that's contained in the universe like a little ball, because everything is spherical, even down to the cells and atoms. In physics, it's all spherical, like circles. You know what I'm saying? So in the beginning, everything was a big ball, and then something happened, and the shit flew. Boom, that's the Big Bang, and all the materials flew out and begin to cool as the galaxies and universe and all the materials begin to mix shit, and that's how you get the random numbers of the universe that created the universe.
Okay, wait, hold on, I'm gonna stop you right there for a second. Tell me this. God, if this is God, this is a two-parter right here. For the first part, if the planet, boom, blew up, well, that's for something different. Let's get off this side. Let's say that the Big Bang part. Let's say it was a little metal ball or metal ball of something. Yeah. Who to say when that of what it blew up, spread it? Yeah, there's a little part of us here and a little part of us there. It's like pollen. It's everywhere.
Who created the little
Who's to say who created God? Okay, tell me that. Was it the chicken who created God? Was it Bill?
Right. So we could be just God's experiment. We could be like a fish in a tank, like a experiment for a extraterrestrial super smart being that created something that we call the universe. And we're just like in his fish tank and shit.
Okay, yeah, and now you're getting into another what I'm about to get into as well. You're going right into it, and I'm loving it. That also helps me a lot. Okay, you know how you're on my educational level. You should be. These guys here are like what and scratching their heads right now.
They're programmed by what they see and hear on TV and radio.
Yeah, to this point right here. We hear about how the planet's gonna die, how we're gonna die, how are we gonna survive longer than the planet is, blah blah blah. But tell me this: we have aliens. Yeah. 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 Well, when aliens come here, as people say, some believe, some don't. Me, I believe almost in everything. Like, I don't believe in stupidity, no. But tell me this: if an aliens are coming here, who's to say they're not exploring? Who's to say they're not looking for a new home? What happens if our planet blows up and let's say a couple million of us go on, let's just say, what's our farthest planet? Oh, well, so-called no longer a planet, Pluto. Pluto's the farthest one away from us.
Not even classified as a planet.
And it's no longer a planet anymore.
We're not even that fucking smart.
But
tell figure out a way to get to the moon economically. Like,
but we have this now.
Why does it have to cost money for us to explore if we have all this technology in the university?
But you got to keep it. No, you got to keep in mind. You really think the government just doesn't let shit by? Government won't tell us what is going on. We may have the shit to do what the fuck we want.
Of course.
But the government's gonna hide it from us. And to be perfectly honest, if
there's no profit in equality, bro.
If this shit,
profit in healthy human beings. That's why our medical system is a business. It's not for the health of humans. It's a business.
Yeah, but if the planet,
you have to pay for that shit.
If the planet itself blows up, who's to say once we leave and we go to other Milky Ways, other galaxies, or even other universes? No, listen, just listen. You never know it. We don't know this as in humans. Well, some of us.
Oh, you mean
this
like 2012 type of shit?
We may even go that far, yes. As in, yeah, we may have the material. Well, we definitely have the materials. We just don't have either one enough.
You know what I think? You know what an EMP is, right?
Yes.
Electromagnetic pulse.
Yes, of course.
Now, back in the 40s and 50s, we was dropping them bombs. Basically, we were EMPing the planet.
Yeah.
See that? That's why the shit is the way it is. They try to say it's the carbon. It has something to do with the carbon. But it's the EMP, the reversing of the gravitational pull of the planet. That's fucking us up. You saying?
Yeah, no, because you gotta keep in mind.
That's why we're getting holes in the ozone.
No, you.
Another thing. People think because we live on Earth that the universe is over there. No, the universe is not over there. The universe is right where you're standing. You know what I'm saying? We just got a little bubble. So when that bubble evaporates, we're in the wall. You see what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna die, because we can't survive in the raw. People are living, oh yeah, we're on a planet, we're safe from the black. No, you're not. You're in it, bro. That shit is passing through you right now. You know what I'm saying? You just can breathe. That's it.
But you gotta keep in mind, okay, if like a smart man, way smarter than us, actually probably even dumber than us, walked on the moon himself, you know something, right there, he got farther than any human on Earth. Well, at that time. But you know something, yeah, as in physical. For all we know, and I know I'm gonna bring something up that's gonna sound stupid as fuck. You may have seen it, you may have not. But hear me out. Tell me real quick if you have ever seen. I know people are gonna say shit, especially people that are commenting shit like that. If you have ever seen Stargate Universe or SG-1 or Atlantis, there are beings called fuck, I forgot what they're called, but you know who I'm talking about. They are the.
You talking about the ones that Turok was from, or the fucking the symbiote
No, not Tilk and the symbiotes. No, those are no. I'm talking about the what are they called? The first generation. The when you would go to a higher plane of existence. The ones before the ancients. There we go. Who's not to say if we do die? As in, if heaven is not another plane of existence that we go to and we can do what we want. We just have rules, just like we do as of now. Who's not to say when we die we just don't take form on another planet, or we just don't become something else, like the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect has 12 other things.
I know about the butterfly effect.
I've seen the movie and the game. The Addams family.
All atoms pulsate. There is nothing still. Nothing which disappears in the universe. It just basically transforms.
Apparently, if real quick, I'll dumb it down for some people. What he is saying is, if there's any Pokemon fans out there, we're basically dittos. Basically.
There is a soul energy. It's been mapped by the
yes.
A soul energy. So like,
and
you know you have knowledge of such, you can program the soul energy so when it leaves the body, you'll still be in control of it. Maybe you can direct it. Maybe you can.
But you got to keep in mind, if you, like you said, you've seen every episode of probably all the Stargates. Daniel left his physical body itself, and he fought to keep the rest of the. And I know if nobody's seen this, or if you have seen it, you find it dumb as fuck. But you got to keep in mind, these people who make this stuff like Star Wars, Star Trek, SG-1, Stargate, this is real life shit. It may be sci-fi, it may not.
They're compelled to do it.
And
What makes Star Trek and Stargate and Star Wars? They have no choice because the universe is making them tell the story, like Marvel.
like to be, and like I would like to say, like how you're talking about us getting cancer and it being a part of mutiny. That's right. You are your own superhero. You are your own way. Your kids looking up to you. Daddy, you're a superhero. You're like Superman. You're Batman. You're even Wonder Woman. Daddy, how the fuck are you? You don't got a pussy. But you know something? That still, it's because you, as a human. Like, I don't know who said the Earth is flat. Like, the Earth, in your mind, if you think the Earth is flat, then the Earth is flat. I'll vouch for you, the Earth is flat. But in my life, and the way I think, and what I have been proven, the Earth is not flat. It's round. I believe that. But there's people that can argue that.
The whole universe is built on a circle, all the way down to the atom.
And you want to know something? And yeah, you are 100% right. You, right now, your thumb is not a circle, but if you look down at it, the little imprints, they're circles.
They're built of millions of circles all the way down to the DNA.
Bacon, even bacon itself is made out of, yeah.
It's not a fucking circle, but if you look at the atoms inside the DNA, it's a circle.
Like, it takes little things that make things happen. Yeah, they're spears, yeah. Little circles of spears.
Spears in so many years.
I have it, yeah. Like, but, and to another point that I want to bring up as well is, just in case the planet does finally go bluey and some of us survive, like 10, 20 of us survive, and we go to a different planet that's inhabited by, you know, never know, humans, or another race, or maybe, you never know, because we can be like number 1,000, number 10, we could even be the first evolution. We may not. We may actually, if we're like, let's say we're number 1 billion of our evolution, and we go meet the first revolution, or we go meet number 5, or number 7, 12, 44, or my favorite number, 73.
There's evidence that, you know how like universe and try to rebuild it into one picture.
Yeah.
Like they take all the pictures in the novel, all the images that they ever took of the universe, they make it into one big picture. They said the shit resembles a hologram. It's like a hologram. But to me, when I look at the raw space pictures, it looks like membrane, cells and shit. Like
Membrane in the membrane.
You know what I'm saying? It looks like membranes and cells, like part of a living thing. Like if you look at the inside of bodies, or you take snapshots of diseases and cells, and you know, that's what the universe fucking looks like. You know what I'm saying? And we're made of the shit that's in it. So we're really basically made of the raw elements of the universe. So we're connected to it. The only thing that makes us individual is the spirit energy that we call a consciousness. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Bioelectrical creatures. We take the oxygen from the air and combine it with the enzymes in the food and our red blood cells to make energy for our spirit. That's what the body does for the mind.
Yeah, but listen to this.
Like,
You can survive. We have come way too fucking far, and even we're going to keep going as far as humanly possible. Yeah, and keep in mind, if our brain dies, we are still active. We are still doing this. We're still doing that. We can still live. If our heart dies and if our brain dies, we can still live. We have come long enough. It's going to get to the point, like people said back in the 70s, the 80s, when weed was popping. Weed's still popping, but now it's against the law in some places, but you get my point. But we're like, as in us, the humans. Like, you gotta keep in mind, us scientists like Elon Musk are...
Well, he's the devil. He's the reason he's gonna be... If niggas don't stop him, that's why Rockstar put him on the game. Like that Boston shit, those Act 1, 2, and 3, what's the dude's name?
Elon Musk.
Avon Musk.
Evon.
Right?
Ian.
From Tesla's name? What's his real name? Elon?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody fucks with the AI shit, like the dude Branson from the Virgin Mobile, the Oracle nigga, the Facebook nigga, Bill Gates. Everybody fucks with the AI and they all come to the same conclusion, leave it alone. Because once the robotic computing have a conscience, they're gonna kill all of us.
No, tell me. No. Tell me this. Who's to say...
Motherfucker Elon Musk is still fucking with the shit. He had just created a AI that beat niggas online in the online game. And when he did that, that's when Rockstar created this motherfucking DLC. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, no, stop doing that. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's why they trying to hit him upside the head, remove him from Tesla, all that shit because of the AI that he created.
So, like, okay, keep it. I understand what you're saying is because the Tesla is 100% now. You can drive it drives itself now. Keep in mind that's the most easiest assassination right there, or the most easiest way to be killed.
Do you even know who Nikola Tesla is?
Do you
know the story of Nikola Tesla, what they did to him?
I believe so, but I was.
We wouldn't have radio. We wouldn't have plugs and electricity the way we have it if it wasn't for Nikola Tesla. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who put the copper wire around the fucking magnet to create the energy that was living on us. And niggas stole it from him. That's why Musk created the car company Tesla in the honor of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but in his creation, it's going to kill somebody.
Because he was a bum. He was the smartest bum who ever fucking lived. But without him, we wouldn't have alternating current. We wouldn't have power. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who built the Niagara Falls shit. You know what I'm saying? Back when it was Westinghouse and Thomas Edison. You know what I'm saying? That's how Thomas Edison beat out Westinghouse. Because Westinghouse had the DC, the direct current, and Tesla came up with the AC, but Thomas Edison, he was working for Edison, and Edison put it out there. And they built Niagara Falls. You know what I'm saying? Tesla is really the key to our modern day society. That's why he made the car company.
And who's not to say that we can't do that again? Okay, because to be perfectly honest, it doesn't matter if you're smart, stupid, or you're like the dumbass that was just on complaining about how somebody's mixed and blah blah blah, so on so on. Okay, you gotta keep in mind, like, I know this is somewhat off topic, but as in humans, we have the ability to sense hunger. We have the ability to feel hunger. We have, okay, maybe not sense it as well. Technically, if we smell something, we get hungry. It's, I guess you can count that as sensing it. But
Or reacting to the smell of yummy.
like, yeah, like, keep in mind, us men, and I know a lot of women won't believe this, or women may believe it. It's whatever. Men ourselves, in our nose, it's called a factory. Not a factory like, oh, smoke factory your dad works at. It's an old nose. It's a factory that we have in our nose. It's not a factory, like I said. It's for men. We can sense stuff like women cannot. For us, like, if your parents, or if you notice this yourself, when you're on vacation, you think, for men, we think we're going to the right direction. No, it's not, because in our nose, you can look it up. We have iron in our nose. It's like a miniature, somewhat like a compass. We think it's where we're going, but it's not. But it's the way.
Space behind the cartilage when you look at the skull.
Yeah, and it's
That hole in the middle.
yeah, and that it's what helps us, and at the same time is what screws us. Because you can be dumb as hell, but you still know how to attack and get yourself food. You may die right after, but it's still part of the race of almost any animal. Us humans, a lot of people will disagree.
They built a secret society behind that understanding and interpretation in 99. So,
Yes, they,
Yale University.
of course. And a lot of people like myself, I would disagree. But you know, some,
The Red Skull from the Adventures.
yes. Because who to say Ant-Man isn't himself? Let's say Ant-Man isn't the new modern god. The dude can be transformed into a small little man. Well, resized, whatever word you want to use, strength, whatever, into a little tiny man, so an atom size, or the size of a fucking planet. I doubt that big, but you never know. Sky's the limits. Everything's possible.
There's two forms of science that we use. We use relativity. That's
Mhm.
the big shit.
Yep.
And then we use quantum physics. That's
Mhm.
the small shit. But we haven't built the loop between the two. That's why we haven't got off this planet. That's why we don't have to do shit. That's why we can't travel at light speed, so on and so forth. Because there's certain things we just know we can't. Isn't that? So we know that there's
No, because no, because there's a problem there.
how they connect. That's the cycle.
Yeah, and right there, keyword, right there. What was that word you just said? The keyword.
That's the cycle
No, the last word. The last word you said.
between the small and the big.
No, that's not the word. Cycle. Cycle was the word. Keep in mind, everything aligns at one point. Right now, okay, think of, let's take us back to AD or BC.
That's what happens if you travel. That's what happens if you travel at light speed. Your molecules begin to form a straight line.
It doesn't matter if you're going at light speed or not.
That's why when you watch Star Wars, when they hit the light
Bill,
speed,
Bill,
everything
Bill.
blurs. Because your existence is going into the straight line. Your molecules, your whole form of body, cells are lining up next to each other. So it's just a blur, a point to point, not even speed.
No, because it does. Speed has no impact in light. Oh, okay. I am wrong about that part. But in the way I'm thinking right now, like, dumb it down just a little bit. Well, for us
That's
to,
how we
yeah.
measure the universe. Like,
For
the
speed.
stars, the shit that we see, the star may not even be there, but the light is traveling space still uninterrupted. That's why the night sky is there. Some of those stars are not even there because the star been burnt out, but the light is still traveling through the universe. That's how we date shit. You know what I'm saying? Through the way how light travels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but who's not to say we're moving millions and millions of light years ahead right now? We just want to go fast.
Light.
No, because
Light is the fastest thing in
like, yeah, I understand that. But to my original point, everything aligns at one point in time. We may not, like back in AD and BC, hopefully I'm not getting those two things wrong or mixed up, no, I would be pissed at myself. We were cavemen, we had dinosaurs, we had shit like that, but if we look now, 20,000 years, well, 2,000 years later, we have planes, we have shit. Who's not to say Back to the Future shit like this would not happen? Okay, you see, yeah. Yes, and that's when Ford was the first manufacturing company.
If you look at 1900, before 1900,
Mm-hmm.
everything was like wheelbarrows,
horses, and yeah, of course.
But soon, 1901, that's when the Industrial Revolution. We got steel, we got cars, all of that shit. We got
The good old days.
electronics, we got light bulbs, all kind of shit. Like between 1900 and 2000, man has progressed 1,000 million fold from the other thousands of years before it. You know what I'm saying? Before 1900, back to history, all that shit, it's savage. So I'm like, how the fuck niggas been around all that time, but then as soon as 1900 to 2000, we got cell phones, all this other kind of shit. Like the progression is a million fold compared to the history of man and how they live. You know what I'm saying? You look at the history of man and how they lived before 1900, it's a million fold.
Yeah, and yes, and that makes.
There's gotta be some type of outside influence into that. That's why I think that the aliens been around longer than what we know. I think they was interwoven themselves with our side.
But who's not to say the creators of who created us are still not here? Who's not to say that they could be some life form like a roach, or like look at it.
We could be just. I think you know why I think motherfuckers built the pyramids and shit, because whoever came and visited, when they left, we were so hard about it. We tried to get them to come back to where we built shit. You know what I'm saying? They try to mimic what the fuck they were doing. That's why we have all these pyramids. But then again, I think that shit was built by them, because some of them pyramids we can't even build with modern day technology. So how the fuck they do that shit?
No, cause you gotta keep in mind.
There's some stones in South American pyramids that can't even be lifted by modern day equipment.
Okay, no, cause listen, no.
Put it 200 feet in the air.
No, cause listen to this.
Who did that?
Me and you can lift 1,000-pound boulder with no fucking problem. But the difference between believing you can do it and actually doing it is the big part of you actually doing it. Okay, me and you personally can lift a 1,000-pound boulder, let's say a ton. Okay, we can lift that. I'm not talking about with machinery, with our own bare hands. If we can believe we can do it, we can do it. That's why we have came for so fucking long. That's our brain power. If you want to call it levitation, so be it. But you know, getting it up for a millisecond, getting it up for a second, getting it up for a minute, getting it up for an hour, getting it up for so on. I could go on. That's history right there. That's the human race taking a step ahead.
To gravity, bro. Like, gravity is a motherfucker. It's everywhere, but it's not really nowhere. Because what makes gravity is mass. The bigger you are, the bigger the dent that you make in the universe. So if you can put blind mass in one spot, then you can move shit.
Okay, I got something else.
The sun is so big, the mass of it is making a dent in space that we can't see. And all the other materials can't get out of the fucking dent. That's why it rotates the mass. And the moon rotates around the earth, so the earth is bigger than the moon, and make a dent. Like what do you call that? Like you know how water goes down the drain and it spins?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle? In the middle, that's the sun.
It's the vortex.
Like everything else, right? And everything else is the fucking water.
Then tell me. Okay, I know the difference between vortex and a black hole. I understand completely the difference.
What makes gravity.
But tell me this one big part here. If you have both the vortex, let's just say you were, let's put yourself in God's place for a second. Let's say you have a set of black holes in your left hand, and you have a vortex, let's say a handful of vortexes in the other hand. And in the middle of, and right in front of you on a table is the Milky Way. I get it. You throw those in there, either one, this shit's gonna go kablooey, and there's a Big Bang again, or the circle of life is what begins, and just another way of evolution.
I think the universe was created to preserve whatever they were for the universe. I think they just created the universe to preserve who they were. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think the universe is. Because wherever the fuck had the knowledge, knew shit was about to come to an end, so they put all their eggs in one fucking basket. That's the only reason why somebody would create shit like this, in order to preserve some type of other existence that was fake.
But it honestly takes one to make another one. Like the saying, it takes one to know one.
And you know why I say that? Because, like, if you're talking to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and then you play a song through YouTube, Spotify, you can't hear that shit. But you can hear it in the room space that you're living in, the sound bouncing off the wall. So why they can't hear it?
No, no. Listen.
How the fuck does the microphone block out common sound that's coming from the
No, you gotta keep in mind, because they're.
But the speaker is playing the music in your reality, and you're speaking along with the music, but the person can't hear you and only the music, and only hear you and not the music.
There you're wrong, because you have steps. Because you have I'm gonna test the shit out that theory that you just had. Just because I love it.
Call somebody on speakerphone. You got a smartphone, iPhone. Call somebody.
No, I already have, and this is why I can argue against it, is because.
Okay. Why they can't?
Listen to this. Okay. Through audio, there's audio travels as fast as light does, probably even faster or even slower. You never know. No, hear me out on that. But listen.
No. Only way they can't hear it is because the phone is blocking the signal.
No, it is not.
The phone blocks the signal when it's playing it through the speaker.
No, okay.
Hear it.
There is
You know what I'm saying?
ways
And
to
the
enhance
speaker
it.
is at the same time the music is playing, but the person can't hear the music and only you. That's the matrix.
That is a lie. Because I can easily.
You hear it.
Alright. I
You
can.
hear the person that's talking on speakerphone, so why the person that you're talking to can't hear the music that you're playing?
Because of two different reasons. And one of these reasons are a little funky. One reason is one is not louder than the other. The second reason is you can manipulate that in if the way you know how to. I could easily call, let's say
The music's not louder than you, and it's on the speaker from the phone. It's gonna be the loudest thing close to the microphone.
it is not. Because
Just try it out.
I have tried out.
Pull up your Spotify, pull up your YouTube, and play the music like, oh, that's my shit. Can you hear that? They're gonna be like, no.
No, because this is you. Okay, you are.
On mute because they can hear you, so the phone can't be on mute.
No, because you.
Play it at the same time. How the fuck you do that?
Your opinion on this one is correct, but at the same time, it is not. You gotta think bigger, not smaller. I can call somebody, okay, play music from my phone, like Spotify, YouTube, depending on the app, will cancel the sound. You are correct. If I'm using YouTube or even Spotify, because I have done it with Pandora as well, you can hook it up to a speaker itself. My phone.
Because sometimes you can put some music on Facebook and it's like, oh, that's not your shit. Like, I fucking listen to my shit. There might be some truth to that, but you gotta be a smart ass phone. Like,
No, it doesn't matter if it's the phone or not.
Signal, you're blocking the sound. How can you block the sound wave? I can
You're tactical. No, to be perfectly honest. No, to be perfectly honest, you're still thinking way too small. But I am going to help you on that. The sound is being played, but at a small enough level we cannot hear it. And at the same time, if I hook up my Bluetooth speaker to my phone, my music will be played and people can hear it. You know. No, that's no, that's the point where it comes in. You need it to be louder. I can hook my Bluetooth up, like I said, to my phone and play Pandora while I'm talking on the phone with somebody, and they can hear my music too. It is because the sound itself is not coming from the phone now. It's coming from another output.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's coming from the phone or not. The microphone is picking up.
No, the microphone is still picking it up. If I turn on music right now, that I won't because then copyrighted issues reasons, and I start playing music, I hear it and you can hear it over the mic. Because right there, you're fighting me. You know it's true. If I play music right now, you will be able to hear it, and so I will.
If you play music from your Pandora, from your little pill or whatever, then I can hear it, of course. Like you can hear my TV in the background, like you can hear my voice. But if the music is playing from the same device that I'm talking on, then why can't you hear that?
No, okay, okay.
The same shit as it was if that was a pill or something.
Okay, then. Okay, then tell me this. You can play music through, okay, not Pandora, what is it? Is it Spotify? Yeah, it's Spotify for the PlayStation 4. You can play music through your TV, okay? When you have headphones on, they can hear through your TV what music is being played, like you can hear as well. That's the same thing for the phone. It's a type of settings that allow it.
You can hear my TV, you can hear my Spotify from the TV to my microphone, but you can't hear the music that I'm playing on my phone. While it's playing in the background, I can put it to my headset, you can hear it, but the person that I'm talking to can't hear it.
No, because it gets to the point that sound of your voice is getting overwhelmed by something else.
How? And I'm talking.
We can't. No, we cannot. Me and you personally cannot. We can't say. We don't have no clue.
You don't have no clue. That's why it's a glitch. That's the matrix shit. There's no reason why a person can't hear the music that I'm playing like he's playing while I'm talking. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to hear that. If I'm in a closet somewhere and I'm playing music on my phone and it's echoing off the walls and I'm talking to you like, can you hear that? And you say no. Glitch. You know what I'm saying?
And if anybody is confused at any point, like if anybody is confused, no matter what, me and him, we're not nerds. You can say we are, but we are very smart. You don't have to have a degree to be smarter than somebody. You just got to understand why. The only reason why I'm arguing more than, because keep in mind, you can ask Ent, however he pronounces his name, this lobby was full of people. The ones that don't understand left and walked away. The ones that are still here are new. That are still new, like they understand.
Back in the day, they used to call this building our knowledge of existence. That's what they call this conversation. Building, sharing knowledge, insight, how we see shit, our point of view.
And oh, by the way, I sent you a friend request because that was me who sent it, just because of what's been going on for the whole hour. Because trust me,
wait, what's your name again?
It's Fallen Phoenix. And like I was saying to everybody, if people like what's going on, I bet you me and him can discuss over 1,000 things, thousands of things, and we probably have hit about 1,000, probably even about 100 things. And to be perfectly honest, this is why the human race is so ahead of itself, because they talk, they learn from its mistakes, and right now there's a giant chicken bell right here talking about the chicken and egg.
No. Humans are smarter they are because of the insight of Tesla and Einstein, and it was another motherfucker, I forgot what his name was.
Albert Einstein,
John Pierpont Morgan.
Stephen Hawking's.
No, not Hawking. He's a modern day. This is back between 1900 and 1940. It was a dude, his name Robertson or something. He's the one that really created the stock market. He was the dude that gave John Pierpont Morgan his insights to create Chase Manhattan Bank. He was like, he used to go and sit down on the couch and close his eyes, and he would say he was talking to the universe, and he'd have a bitch write down everything he was saying. And John Pierpont Morgan took that shit and made a business out of the shit, which is modern day Chase Manhattan Bank. I forgot what his name was. But him, Tesla, and Einstein is the reason why we have life the way we do. And Roswell.
And who's not to say they're not, hey, who's not to say when God made Jesus that Jesus wasn't just a person, or it's just people in general? Who's not to say Einstein, Stevens?
Jesus was a person who had a direct line to God. If you look at the Illuminati, the Masonry, the structure, every man is born with a good and a bad. So wherever your good is, how high it is up on the food chain, that's how high you're going to be in those
knowledge.
Wherever your bad is, that's how high you're going to be. Jesus just so happened to have God as his good side, you know what I'm saying? And the Holy Spirit. He didn't have a bad side. That's why he wasn't born like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He was manifested because God wanted to walk the earth.
No, who's not to say that when Jesus was made, we weren't made like he was?
But that's true, because all man is created in his image. And that's why the Muslims, they see Jesus as a prophet. They know that the shit he had was real, just like the insight Muhammad had was real, just like the insight Buddha had was real. You know what I'm saying? So they acknowledge that in the Quran. You know what I'm saying? They talk about Jesus and that, so they know the shit was real. They call him a prophet, just like Muhammad was a prophet. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they were special people who had special insight in the spirit world and could connect their mind to the universe and make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were good at. You know what I'm saying? They were born with it, basically, you can say. They didn't have to study and develop it. They was born with it au natural. You know what I'm saying? Jesus could command the universe just like Moses. Right? Just like David and Abraham. But anyway, the point is, life is what you make it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't you take in everything that's been written by man and create your own interpretation and your own relation with God. You know what I'm saying? That's how you change your life. That's how you become an individual. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Create your own relationship with what you know is right and what you know is wrong. Because when you do some shit, you get that feeling whether or not if you're doing the right thing or if you do the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? You know that. So do the right thing, my nigga. It should be better for you. Stop doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
How the shit works. Do the right thing, man.
Well,
Honor your mother and your days will be long.
okay, real quick, Aunt, what is your name? Your first name?
My first name is an English surname. It's pronounced Highland. Hilland.
You said Highland, right?
Yeah, that's how they say it, but it's Hilland.
Yeah.
My last name means chain, so Highland chain.
Alright, well, anywho, me and him could probably argue for another 20 years, non-stop with no problem.
But that's how we figure shit out, though.
That's the friends.
Motherfuckers like, oh, he's a nerd. Whatever.
We're not nerds. Like, what categories? I didn't say that
right.
right.
Meet a bitch at a bar, and she's like, oh, what you do for a living? Oh, I drive a bus, I'm a cop. And the nerd is like, well, I build rockets, I split atoms. Who do you think will be more interesting? The motherfucker who's splitting the atoms, or the nigga who's driving a bus? Or the gangster?
Atoms.
Exactly. So like, fuck out of here. I'm not stupid, and I'm not a fucking nerd. I just love science. Science is reality. Like, you're living in science.
You are
Outside
science.
and do anything. You're living in science, bro.
When you're calling somebody a nerd, that's actually
Exactly. Like, the nerds is the reason why they have design patterns for jeans and shirts and shit. The nerds are the reason why you got a smartphone, motherfucker. The nerds are the reason why you got a video game, nigga. Like, you dig it.
And they actually get paid for all this too.
Right. And you paying them
mad money.
And you're paying them for the shit because you bought a cell phone and a game. They built one. Fuck out of here. So who's the sucker?
Clearly we are. The biggest sucker there is.
No.
I feel sorry for mankind, man. I really feel sorry for humans, man.
Yeah, well, people are doing things that make you lose faith in every day.
Man,
so
humans are just so disappointing, bro. Like, sometimes I don't even want to be human. Like, I wish the aliens would come pick me up and I can roll with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be here with y'all.
Smoking ganja with the best of them.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta worry about a cop because I'm black. I gotta worry about a gangster because I'm black, because I'm supposed to be repping some type of set because I'm black. Like, fuck out of here. Like, I can't just go to work because I'm hungry.
You can. It's your choice.
I'm really slaving for the corporate giant. Like, I don't even want to be here. Like, somebody come and pick me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not only you. Us.
Have that shit.
Like, you have white guys, and you have all other races doing the same thing. It's just not black people who's doing it. It's just not white. It's not Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Irish. I could probably go on and on and on. It's just not just one person who's doing it. Everybody's doing it. And if you're not doing it, you will suffer. You won't have anywhere to eat. You won't have anything to do. You have to work. It took a lot of people and a lot of sacrifices to get to where we are now. You think the A-bomb was just a coincidence? No. It was supposed to destroy millions of people. That it, as I'm pretty sure it did. But in return,
they had 3 horsemen. They didn't have the 4th one. That's why they didn't win. All the shit that we got, we sold to the Germans. They had the jet. They had the atom. The motherfucker who helped the Oppenheimer project was a defector from Germany. Without him, we would have never created the A-bomb. The Manhattan Project, Oppenheimer.
Sure, he's probably Russian or German.
and so to
Oppenheimer, the Oppenheimer Fund. Oppenheimer was the defector.
and for everybody here to learn before I go ahead and end this little session of God, basically to learn about this is learn as you can, learn as much as you can. If you don't want to learn, then work. If you don't want to work, then do something that keeps your ass alive, because in the long run, either one, we stay alive in some other plane of existence, or we perish. But you always want to have the memories, if you do have the memories once you do leave, if whatever you believe in or whatever it is, of what, and people blowing the fuck out of things, you gotta have the memories to pass on and teach others from mistakes. Because if we didn't have the A-bomb blowing the fuck out of people's asses sky high like some black man in prison, no, we would not learn from it.
My thing is, you're not that tough. Like, these little fucking humans not that tough. You need to get off the fucking planet. Like,
No, because you gotta keep in mind, like, if aliens come here and they see us, who's to say that they just don't smite us right off the bat and show us who really God is? Who's to say they are God? Who's to say they're not? Because if they look at us and say, wow, if you can't get off this planet, you're not worth our time. And they may leave or may end up killing us, and that could be just the end of us. And just before I go ahead and end this, I do want to say thanks to Hill for being the one and only person that can actually work on my so-called level and understand as much, while everybody else did leave and probably didn't even care or appreciate what was being said when they should have just listened. Like, I can tell you now, my head hurts, and probably most likely his head hurts.
Well, that's just a way of the universe saying you're not alone.
Probably not.
Other people out there like you, which is me.
And most likely, if we do play together again, because I do plan on getting off and ending this soon.
Like that in the cup.
Yes. So... like, you can't really honestly be truly alone. There's always something in whatever form or space of time that is there. And it will...
It's just being filtered. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're just being filtered right now.
Yeah.
You're living in a privileged bubble. That's what we're living in. As soon as that bubble pops, and the walls crash down to the fucking land that your foot touches, that is messed up. Can't survive that. Smoking it off with the carbon and all that other shit. And the only reason why they want to, only reason why they keep doing that shit because the rich don't want to lose their control. There's plenty of technology that all they should be using for energy, but they don't want to do it because the system is built already. So they would have to change the system, and therefore you can't get rich. What the hell? That's it, man. It's gonna take another 15 years for all of those motherfuckers to die out. Most of them, they're all like 60 years old, 60 to 70 years old.
have called Mayhem here.
They outsource all the car parts to Chinese. All that shit hydroponic vegetables. All these fucking skyscrapers, still one with tomatoes, one with lettuce, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We would have a fucking problem. But it's okay. Just like the movie Kingsman, Samuel L. Jackson was telling people that's a whole fact.
Of course.
When the human body, what he said was when the human body gets a virus, it heats up. So we can try to cook the virus. So one or two things is gonna happen. Either the human dies and the virus dies, or the human kills the virus. In this case, the planet Earth is a human and we are the virus. You know what I'm saying? The planet is heating up, shit is changing, mad different diseases coming out of nowhere, specifically engineered to kill him. You know what I'm saying? From nature. You know what I'm saying? Right, so either one or two things is gonna happen. Either the planet is gonna kill us, or we're gonna kill the planet and then we die. And just like a virus. Because without the host, there cannot be no virus without the host. The planet is the host, and we are the virus.
Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and end this, so everybody say goodnight and goodbye.
It's never gonna end, bro.
It's never going to end. This is just part one of many... Yeah, this is part one of GTA 5 media going to happen, so please stay tuned for part one. Well, this is one.
Call this the knowledge lobby.
I named it. No, this is. I'm already ahead of you. I started this probably 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, whatever. And I named it GTA 5 Knowledge Part 1. So, like I said before, hopefully you guys like this, cause 4 people tuned in just to hear this shit. So,
well, drop a like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's what you guys need to do. So, my name is FallenAngleGaming Entertainment, and I'll see you guys later.